what's happening, everybody? I'm Brendan Hufford. If you're new around here, I've started and sold a few online businesses. I'm the founder of SEO for the Rest of Us, and I lead the SEO team at Directive, where we do search marketing for some of your favorite brands like Allstate, Samsung, Betterment, and a bunch of others. And what we're going to talk about today is something we actually talk a lot about at Directive, but also something I hear a lot of software and other kind of smaller bootstrap founders talk about day to day. And that is, if I have a limited amount of time and no team or a small team, do I prioritize SEO or PPC? So what I want to share with you is a short clip of my buddy Bill King, who runs both SEO and PPC over at Drift, one of my favorite software companies. And he's going to walk us through a little bit of a framework of how he decides what to pursue first and what to prioritize. Let's check that out. Where do you focus like a lot more of your effort right now with where you're at Drift, so hyper specific, and then like how do you think that applies to other people, and what would you kind of recommend for other people?
Yeah, it's funny because I think I've gotten more questions about how I manage my time being responsible for all paid and SEO at the same time. I think it's a really interesting thing, and I think it is a relatively unique position to have both of those in your day to day. But I think like it's certainly, there's a lot to be done. There's no question about that. But I think the only way that I've been successful at managing that and the keeping myself focused on the right things is really being super rudimentary about my backlog, my scoring, and my prioritization. I treat my flow just like kind of you would if you were developing a product, right? There's a lot of things we want to do. There's a lot of things that come up here because we're moving really, really quickly. So it's easy to get distracted. And the only way that I can stay on the things that are the highest impact is if I'm really, really focused on taking my time to make sure that I understand what is the biggest impact, because there will be an unlimited amount of distractions and an unlimited amount of opportunities, especially when you work in a place that's fast paced and people are fired up to try things. I'm not saying I don't try those, because there are things that come up and we have to be nimble and adjust to that. But putting a lot of time into those areas of my work, especially when I first started, is super important. And to add to that, you need to have a team that's willing to trust that you are able to make those decisions and still continue to hit your goals and work together with the team and all those important things. Mm-hmm. So I would say like one mistake I made in the past that I learned from is when you get to a place that's moving quickly, to just jump in and try to you want to jump in right away and quickly get as much done as possible. But I think taking a step back and thinking about processes and systems actually ends up scaling quicker than it does for you jumping out of the gate and trying to solve the lowest hanging fruit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. It's something I'm reading a book right now called The First 90 Days. And it was really helpful for me just kind of figuring out when you join somewhere, when you do something, not trying to have a net positive impact, right? You're going to probably have a net negative impact for a certain amount of time. Some leaders expect that to be 6 months. Some expect it to be 3 or whatever, but taking time to learn, think through systems, but also understand how to get things done in an organization.
To give you usually you fill out a 30, 60, 90 day plan at a place. We do 1, 3, and 7 here. So your first day, you go on the company wiki and you post your first day ship. It's very, very fast paced here. So I think that even adds more of a degree of importance to those types of things, because the engine's running, people are running around doing a lot of stuff. And if you don't put those things in place, you're going to get caught up. So there you have it. Whether you're deciding, what's best for you, whether that's SEO or PPC, Bill lays out some really helpful frameworks and thoughts. First, focus on what is going to have the biggest impact and make sure that that's measurable and you're accountable to that. If you watch my last video with Bill, which I'll link above, but also down in the description below, he also talks through just having a culture of experimentation with your team or wherever you work, right? Making sure that there's great people there that can support you. And really just slow down. Don't jump into it without thinking it through first. And what I would love if you just let me know in the comments below, what's working for you right now? Is SEO working for you right now? Is PPC working for you right now? Is neither? Are you struggling to figure that out? Is that why you're searching for this on YouTube? Because you're trying to figure that out? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to help. Also, while you're kind of going down there in the comments, check out the description. I have a playlist with all of my other pieces of the interview with Bill King at Drift.
There's other playlists with that kind of walk through the comparison between SEO and SEM and PPC, something we've talked about a bit on this channel in the past. And then most importantly, if you are passionate about SEO the way that I am, if you're passionate about pursuing organic search the way that I am, make sure you just check out SEO for the Rest of Us. It's my community, our community. It's a free community. You can check it out at brendanhufford.com/newsletter. Again, links in the description. We're really just sharing all the things that people don't talk about on the blogs. So make sure to check that out. And then last thing, just want to thank Podreacher. You go check out Jackie and her team at podreacher.com. They're the ones that help me turn all of these videos. If you're a video producer, podcast producer, or create any sort of content like that, and you want to leverage that for SEO, for organic search, Jackie and her team at podreacher.com are the team to help you do that. So again, don't forget to go in the comments below. Let me know what's working for you. SEO, PPC, what are you having success with? What are you not having success with? I've been Brendan Hufford. Don't forget to work hard, be nice people, and don't get too lost trying to create something that matters.